Hello and welcome to Luxurious Prestigious. Here in our channel, we are offering an amazing opportunity for everyone to enter and win huge cash prize giveaways.
Wait, did you hear that? What was that?
The more videos you watch in full, like them and comment on them, the more entries you will have in the draw. So don't wait any longer and join us now for your chance of winning $100,000 and more. For more details on how to join, go to the description section below.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Hey there, luxurious people! Don't miss your chance at winning $100,000. Subscribe now to win big. How the richest people in the world travel. Part 1. Share, comment, like, and subscribe to Luxurious Prestigious. And don't forget to have your notification bell on for more updates.
Here we go. Here we go. Woo!
A total of 295,450 persons have at least $30 million in their personal accounts. A third of the world's wealth, or $35 trillion, is held by these ultra-high net worth individuals, who make up roughly 0.0037% of the total population.
Zero. Not even a 1.
So it should come as no surprise that a vast worldwide economy has been created that is only dedicated to sustaining the nomadic lifestyles of the richest 295,000 people on the planet. As with any socioeconomic group, ultra-high net worth people are more inclined to socialize with other ultra-high net worth people.
Just create new lives, make those connections.
But interestingly, the proportion of people who earn and spend similarly to you declines as your income increases, because there are so few people who are like you. After you reach the top of the income range, your social networks expand to a worldwide level. This resulted in the development of the informal but remarkably organized structure throughout time.
We want to invite you to have lunch with us every day for the rest of the week.
The year frequently begins on St. Bart's, which is where the wealthiest few usually spend New Year's Eve, followed by the Super Bowl in February, and skiing in Aspen or St. Moritz in March, according to the so-called billionaire social calendar. The Masters Golf Tournament is held in Augusta, Georgia, to kick off the spring season.
How do you know all this?
The Cannes Film Festival and the conveniently located Monaco Grand Prix are also held in May. The Henley Royal Rowing Regatta takes place in England in June. Wimbledon is in July. The Venice Film Festival occurs in August, and September frequently features a trip back to Monaco for the yacht exhibition. The Frieze London Art Fair is in October, and a journey to Melbourne for the Art Basel Miami Beach is passable in November.
You're busy bee. You are busy bee.
Before St. Bart's, of course, the art is the year's penultimate important event before the Cup. These gatherings aren't really about the events themselves. The majority of wealthy spectators at Monaco's Grand Prix don't really care about the racing, and its yacht show is much more than just a chance for people to buy boats. Rather, they function as an exclusive area for the wealthy alone who seek for other wealthy individuals with whom to mingle. Ultra-wealthy people have frequently voiced a sense of need to join the circuit in order to retain their social position, even if you attend all events and each tailors the calendar to their interests.
When he pulls in, we're going to grab him.
For instance, Jeff Bezos' decision to begin his 2022 on a yacht off the coast of St. Bart's with his partner Lauren Sanchez may have been influenced by this pressure. However, we can now know what he did with the rest of January, thanks to openly accessible airplane transponder data. Bezos' two G650 aircraft couldn't land on St. Bart's small airstrip because they were too big. So they waited on neighboring St. Martin as the business magnet rang in the new year. After that, on January 1, N271DV departed for a 7-hour flight to Los Angeles to deliver Sanchez, and N758PB departed the following day to transport Bezos home to Seattle.
Home sweet home.
Over the following 2 weeks, both jets often flew back and forth between Seattle and Burbank on the West Coast, perhaps transporting Bezos and Sanchez to see one another. However, on January 13, one of the jets flew from Burbank to Maui, while the other, flying from Seattle, made a brief stop at LAX before continuing on to Maui.
That's suspicious.
Presumably carrying Sanchez and Bezos to the billionaire's new $78 million vacation home on the island, before each jet flew back to the mainland 4 days later. After appearing to visit Sanchez once more on the 23rd, Bezos flew straight to Washington, D.C. 4 days later.
I need to do this more often,
I think you don't, to be honest.
Given that Bezos owns the largest home in the district, the largest newspaper in the city, and his company, Amazon, is currently building a second headquarters across the river in Crystal City, Virginia, it is likely that he was there on business. But in the end, Bezos flew back to Burbank for the final day of the month. He accomplished this while juggling his travel plans for the Super Bowl, which was to take place in Los Angeles just 11 days later.
Too many things happening.
Bezos' lifestyle required his G650s to travel a total of 46,000 kilometers, or 29,000 miles, during the month of January, which is roughly equivalent to 4 flights from Seattle to Sydney. His jets required around 24,838 gallons, or 94,022 liters of gasoline to cover the distance, which could have powered the largest passenger plane in the world, the A380.
You just make sure you can live with the consequences.
Over the Atlantic from Washington, D.C. to London with 500 people on board. However, Bezos' trip reflects a direction that market analysts believe ultra-luxury travel would take. As you can see, two phenomena are colliding directly with one another to disrupt the market. First, as wealth is increasingly concentrated at the top, more individuals are becoming wealthy than before.
Okay, you should just know that we don't do this a lot, so this is like a really huge deal.
Second, while just wealthy people travel less frequently than in the past, they spend more than ever. According to data, Americans spent an average of $4,871 on a vacation to Greece before COVID. But today, they can spend up to $6,561.
Wow, how did this happen? It happens, believe me.
Despite the continued weakness of the typically lucrative business travel segment, airline executives have exultantly noted that first and business class revenue is remarkably strong. This is largely because leisure travelers are choosing to pay a premium for more opulent travel at a higher rate than ever.
I can still make a profit.
According to reports, the ultra-luxury hotel sector in New York City is growing, with record-breaking prices and occupancy rates, as well as the rapid expansion of new super-premium buildings. The eagerly awaited Amman, New York, opened in the summer of 2022.
I'd like a room for the night.
With rooms starting at $2,600 a night, but typically costing in the $3,000 to $4,000 range. 5 years ago, the starting price for a night at the Amman's sister property, the Amangiri Resort in the Utah desert, was $1,400.
Never mind. I don't feel like it.
Today, that price has doubled to $2,800. And even with dynamic pricing, which charges a steep premium for the most desirable dates, many nights are regularly booked, even months in advance.
Is everyone ready?
It goes without saying that individuals who are fortunate enough to secure reservations at luxurious resorts like the Amangiri need a method to get there. So it's no surprise that 2021 saw an all-time record high number of private jet flights, 3.3 million globally. The on-demand charter business model's widespread adoption had a significant role in this enormous rise.
Top secret.
By streamlining one-off private jet charters, Businesses like Wheels Up, Richest, and EXO have transformed the sector and made travel much more affordable for the twice yearly wealthy leisure traveler. Fixed-base operators, which serve as private terminals for hire and service these private aircraft, are also experiencing record traffic. As a result, more FBOs are being built, which is driving up the cost of airport real estate and hangars to an all-time high.
Clearly, it works out great.
As a result, accessing a private jet is both more expensive and unpleasant than ever, despite the industry's continued expansion. In essence, capacity is limited across the ultra-luxury travel market. More people than ever are prepared to spend more on a single night at a 5-star hotel than the majority do on a single month's rent, or more on a 2-hour private flight than the majority do on their cars. Demand for the segment is increasing at a rate that is faster than the rate of industry expansion.
That was fast.
Amazingly, the ultra-rich have been evicted from their historic enclaves by the super wealthy. The wealthiest of the rich are increasingly turning to private everything, since there are no longer any publicly accessible travel experiences that are pricey and exclusive enough for them. The first article in this 2-part series on how the wealthiest people in the world travel is now complete. How have you been finding it? Let us know in the comments section below. Thanks for watching and don't forget to subscribe to our channel.